You know, the thing about being in a big city like this, specifically London, when there's so much wealth around, is that people try and keep up an image. Now, I've been a victim of this myself, is you try and portray an image of materialism or that you're doing better than yourself, and it only ever leads to misery. And I think that's what's wrong with the world nowadays, especially on social media, when everyone's trying to perpetuate this image of they're doing better than they are. And people fall into the trap as well of comparing someone's highlight reel with their behind the scenes. And this is what leads to misery. It's what leads to a lot of guys who are, 20 years or younger in their teenage years, looking at these guys who are super successful, people like Tate, for instance, and they're trying to emulate him, and they feel like they're failing in life because they haven't got the Lambo, they're not living in Dubai, they're not wearing the Rolex, they're not going to nice hotels and taking out, this perfect woman all the time, and they feel like they're falling behind because that image is so rife in their mind. And all I've ever focused on at one point was that. It was that materialism. It was that desire to get the next thing, get the next thing, get the next thing. Why don't I have this yet? Then you come to the other side of the equation where I'm at now, with the family, with the wife, with the business, and life's a bit calmer, and I'm a bit more older now. I'm in my mid-30s, and I'm just thinking about personal fulfillment now rather than materialism. And that's the message that I want to get out. It is about what makes you feel fulfilled. Because if you want the Louis Vuitton bags and you want the Rolexes, you want the cars, you want the Dubai penthouse, you want the Lamborghini, fine, go and do it, okay? Not telling you to not do it, I'm just saying, don't allow it to be the only thing that you focus on in life and you disregard your actual human connection, your relationships, your family, what you actually want from life in terms of personal fulfillment just because of materialistic pleasures. And Harry, I'm pretty sure, mate, you'd agree with this. I know you're holding the camera now, but if you want to chime in, just say, like, I know it's a big topic, especially because you're so much younger than me. Like, just give me your perspective.
Thanks for making it this far. I've created a community to help teach you how to be the best father and partner that you can be. And if you just click the link in the description, it's completely free and you can join right now today. Anyway, let's get back to the video.
Yeah, so I feel like a lot of people my age especially tend to be so materialistic with everything that they do. So it's a case of whenever they think about anything, it's how would this benefit materialistically, right?
Yeah.
They will say get rid of their relationships, all in the hopes of a Lambo.
Yeah.
They will take a Lambo over their family, they'll take a Lambo over everything. They would rather live in a bigger box than live a happier life, right? Yeah. Obviously there's a time where you should grind, there's a time where you just need to work loads, but there's a point where you also have to settle down a bit. There's a point where you have to enjoy what you have. Otherwise you'll just be chasing. Because there's always a bigger box you can chase. There's always more bedrooms you can have in your house. There's always a better car, faster car, newer car. But if you're just constantly chasing now, where's your purpose, right? You just don't have a purpose. Your purpose can't just be chasing materialistic things.
Yeah.
And if you're constantly doing that, you'll always feel behind because there's always someone richer than you. There's always an Elon Musk and you aren't Elon Musk, right? So it's like, no matter what you feel, like, if you're just being materialistic, you're not going to get anywhere because you're still going to be depressed because you're still just going to feel behind at all times. There's never a time where you'll be ahead, right? And then, you've lost your purpose. You have no family. You don't have a wife. You don't have a kids. You're like 60 on a yacht. What is fun about that, right? Like you're just laying
by
there.
yourself.
Yeah, by
just
yourself.
With no one to share it with, yeah. But hey, at least you got the yacht. You know what I mean? At least you got the 10 cars in the garage, right? Great, right?
Yeah.
But like you said, who are you going to enjoy it with? Who are you actually going to share this moment with? And you can have that lifestyle if you want, but it will come with a lot of sacrifices. And a lot of the time, the relationship's not going to work out. Maybe you'll go from woman to woman or man to man if you're a woman watching this, and you're trying to push for this lifestyle. And what I said earlier in one of my videos when I was talking about building a life around your business is just, in my opinion, stupid, because you're going to always try and make sacrifices in your life to compensate and benefit the business, and that's not the bigger picture. The bigger picture is your life and how you want that to play out. And I think if you do it the other way around and you think about the life that you want to live and then build a business that complements that, that's way better. And like I just said a minute ago, if you want the Lambos and you want all of this other materialistic stuff, then go for it. but you can also live a pretty amazing life, have an amazing car, have a very, very nice house, bring in, you know, I don't know, like 6-figure income, right? Not have a $1 million a month business like loads of people tell you to have online, or Tate's pulling in 5 million a month from the real world or whatever, and you think, why am I not pulling in 5 million a month? It's like, well, what if you could pull in 10, 15, 20K a month instead, and just limit yourself there, right? And just be like, well, actually, this is way more than I need to actually live the life I want. But if you never have clarity on the life you want to live, all you're ever going to do is just chase the bag all the time, because more equals this, more equals that. And then, oh, I'm on the Lamborghini level now, I'm happy. What next? Where's the Ferrari? Where's the next Rolex? All of this stuff. So you're always just chasing that thing, and eventually it does wear out, the dopamine does wear off, and you're just kind of left with this stuff, and it's just stuff, and you're sitting there going, well, what now, right? And that's where the personal fulfillment is lacking, in my opinion. I think you need to reframe it and think fulfillment first, then if you want the materialistic stuff, you can add that in, sprinkle that in, but the relationships are going to give you so much more fulfillment on top of just the materialistic stuff.
Yeah, 100%. Because I think it's, I know Patrick David said it, but I think he was quoting someone, but he said about every man should do 3 things: write a book, plant a tree, and have a kid.
Yeah.
'Cause it's just passing on, right? Knowledge. You're passing on knowledge to your kid. You're passing on your bloodline. You're planting a tree because that will be there way after you die.
Yeah.
Your book, also knowledge. You're passing on knowledge to other people, the stuff you've learned, the things you've done in life. You're sharing it with the world, so then they don't make the same mistakes as you. And if realistically, if you're just chasing money, you don't care about any of that. So you're gonna die, and you're gonna have the same coffin as everyone else. It's gonna be some trash coffin that no one's ever gonna see again. You're still just gonna be 6 feet under dirt, and you've left nothing behind because all you've cared about is money, and money doesn't go with you.
Exactly. Money doesn't give the fulfillment. You know, you push hard as you want and then be dead at 65, 70 years old because you've worked yourself to the bone to get what you want, because hustle culture tells you to. And, you know, you sleep on 5 hours and you're lazy if you're not working hard and you're not working 12, 15 hours a day, and you've got to get up and do more and push harder and go to the gym 7 times a week and never have a day off. Fuck that, man. Honestly. When are you ever going to have time to see your family if that's your mentality? When are you ever going to have time to spend with your kids if that's your mentality? What are those kids going to grow up to think of you? Oh, my dad is rich, but he never spends time with me. Kids don't care about money. They have no idea what money is. They have no concept of money. So if I tried to explain that to my 2-year-old son, oh, daddy needs to work today. I can't take you to nursery. I can't take you to the park because I've got to work. I've got to do this to make money. He isn't going to understand that. He doesn't even put a sentence together yet. And it's going to be the same when they're 5 years old. They're not going to fully get the concept of that. So if you're trying to just justify your actions because, oh, I can provide for my family, when I've got this car or I've got this house, I'll be happy, they'll be happy. What they really want is your presence. That's what they want, especially if you're not there. They're going to crave that. They're going to crave that more than anything. Any materialistic thing that you can get them, they're going to crave that. And if you're just ignoring that and you think, I need to work more so I can make them happy with more things, you're just ignoring the basic rules of a relationship and the basic rules of fulfillment as well, which is to make the other person in your life happy. And it's not going to come from just money. I've been there and done it, trust me. I'm speaking from experience here, and you'll end up having arguments, you'll burn your relationships, you'll have to recover. I don't do that with my wife now. I've been tempted to, but it's a lesson I've had to learn the hard way with previous relationships by chasing my career and my corporate ladder before I transitioned into business. So yeah, guys, like I said, if you want to go for all of that stuff, that materialistic stuff, do it, but just understand it comes with a cost.
If you've made it this far, thank you for watching the video. I hope it helped you. You can go to the link in the description and join my free community if you want to learn more about what I do. And remember, the world needs less opinions right now and more examples. So be the example that you want to see in the world.